All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Channel 135 podcast. This is the show we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV series, and pop culture. I'm your host, Cams, and I'm here with also coming out of the Empty Out the Clip podcast, the EOTC, Leti Smith. What's up, man?
What's good, producer Cams? Good to see you, man. How you been?
Been good, man. Been good. Good to see you too, man. It's good that we are back to talk about one of our favorite TV shows on streaming at the moment, the Tulsa King. We're on season 3. We're on episode 7. We're gonna discuss that episode. Gets better and better. We're at episode 7, so man, 3 more episodes to go. We're near the end. But yeah, man, we'll get there. The Channel 135 podcast is brought to you by the WesWes Network. It's brought to you by WesWesNet.com. That is our website. Go check out all our movie reviews and articles on there. Also links to the rest of the network's podcasts, all our sports podcasts and movie podcasts there too. Click like and subscribe on this YouTube channel, the WesWes Movies and TV. Also check out our other YouTube channels, the WesWes Network YouTube channel and WesWes Sports YouTube channel as well. We are here to talk about episode 7 of Tulsa King, but firstly, man, let's get into some sort of Shortland Street updates. I know you're a big fan.
Oh, man.
You're down to watch Shortland Street every week, man. And man, it's been good for me because I've been watching Shortland Street for the longest time. But I know the stories has been up a notch, and it's good to hear from you what's going on down there on Shortland Street. But yeah, man.
Really?
What are the updates?
Oh man, I think I last updated you Esther's heart, and obviously she scored. Like, when did you ever hear of a heart transplant? Well, someone was scored in this world, and the old CEO on his exit gave Esther's husband the file of the family he missed out on their heart, and obviously it was Marty's cancer patient, which was one of the patients he had in pediatrics, one of the Gamekis. So this guy, who's the father of this lady's kids, found out that his daughter was autistic, then found out his daughter had cancer, and now he's just lost his wife. And now Marty's got the guilt of knowing that he's been treating his family, knowing that his wife has his wife's heart, and then she died like so. Like, I was like, God, that is sad. But I mean, he's got to face the music. Like, you know, he's seen this patient, and this family, and he's been treating their family as their local GP in the hospital. But man, talk about like the switch up. One of the nurses, she's best friends with a sort of a semi-junior surgeon, and she had a manipulative boyfriend, bro, and he was like mind fucking like the shit out of her, like to the point like death threats and abusive, like that she couldn't escape. And her friend was buddy telling her, man, don't go back to him, like don't fall into his trap. And then he used it on her best friend. And this girl, she had like obsessive compulsive, like when she gets to the point like she's out of, like, started getting anxiety, she started like playing with her nails to the point that they bleed. But out of left field, Solly, she used to always go up by the dumpster and just have a vape, to the point where she didn't want her friend to disrupt her while she's having these moments. She used to always confide in her friend, like whenever she's like needs help, she should get sit by the dumpster, knowing that her mate will come have a vape. But she went from having the vape by the dumpster on the car park to going upstairs on the top floor and looking over the car park, because that was like her escape. And she like felt like, oh, I feel safe up here. Up until her best friend's ex-boyfriend followed her up there one day. So like, this guy is doing those while they're in surgery. He'd come in and be like, oh, I'm just here to observe. To the point that he would make her feel like shit and make her second guess while she's doing operations, man. Followed her up there, man. And instead of talking to her, so like, it just out of the script, fucking picked her up and threw her over the fucking balcony, man.
What?
Unexpectedly. So like, this guy was mind fucking her to the point like, you know, she's a junior surgeon, like she's all right, like she's competent. Like a lot of the senior surgeons says, oh, she's good. Like, but then he started giving her like anxiety. So she'd go up there and be like, man, I need to get away from this guy. And she told her friend like, hey man, this guy's, when you walk away, he says stuff to me, you know. But then it's out of the blue, man. Like he literally physically picked her up and gonged her over the. Now people think that because she had her OCD and her anxiety that she was depressed and that she committed suicide. So,
was she a major character?
Yeah, well, she was. She's a junior doctor, a junior surgeon, and her best mate's ex-boyfriend was a sort of like a senior surgeon, but he would just randomly show up during her operations and start saying to her, "Oh, is that the right way of doing their procedure?" You know, to the point that would throw her off. Bro, then he fucking did that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's just out of the blue, man. But it goes to show, like, you know, when your friends are warning you about certain people, listen, man. Like, that's why they're your best friends, man. They're looking out for you. So, fucking, yeah, her friend's gone. It's like, bro, it was, like, unexpected, man. Like, you thought, okay, maybe the death is that lady who missed out on the heart transplant because of Esther. But then this shit, I was like, surely. So, it's, like, really giving me the, oh, damn, like, bro, that moved fast, eh? But
So
now
it's the guy that threw her off. Is he like the new evil dude now?
Yeah, man. He's the new guy on the scene. Like, yeah, bro. And he's playing it down too. Like, because they're stretched for doctors. Obviously, with all that was happening around the country with the short of nurses, short of surgeons and stuff like that. So now Chris is playing the CEO and the head of surgeries. So he's sort of split. But it doesn't help that this junior doctor was under Drew, which he's another senior surgeon as well. So now he can't participate because one of his mentorship doctors is dead. So now they're even short. So it's like making like, oh, bro, this is what's going to happen now. Like, you know, not all doctors are available. Surgeries are going to get pushed back. But it's like, fuck, bro, that was out of the blue, eh?
Damn.
Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, just after all the drama, then someone died. So it's up to like the wake. So the funeral's already happened, but I didn't see that part. I just saw everyone drinking at the bars. But it's a lot of drama, man. Yeah. Fuck.
Every year, SHORTLAND STREET comes to an end of the season. There's always something dramatic, at the end day, at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like the last one was the explosion in the hospital. Bomb. What was it? Someone.
Yeah, the death threat, the bomb threat. Yeah, and the guy was inside and. Yeah, there was drama last season. But yeah, bro, it's a lot of stuff. But because now someone's dead, like a main doctor is dead. Like, are they going to play that guy? Like, it's unpredictable. So you can't really sort of see what's going to happen unless you start seeing the spoilers. Yeah, bro, that was deep. I was like, fuck, man. Poppy, it's like, kind of way.
Shit.
I just see someone mows the guy, fuck. Alright, man.
Damn, that's the updates for SHORTLAND STREET. Damn. Yeah, man, I've been watching a documentary on Apple Plus. It's called Mr. Scorsese, and it's a documentary about Martin Scorsese's life. Like, he's a movie director. He did, if you don't know him, he did Goodfellas, Casino, did a whole bunch. But man, it's really cool way. Like, it talks about his life, how he grew up in New York. He grew up in Little Italy in the 60s, so he was around all the gangsters and stuff. Him and his family and his brother. Then he goes to film school and he makes some short movies and gets some recognition. And then I think his first successful movie was Taxi Driver, the one with Robert De Niro. So that was his first successful movie. Then he goes to make Raging Bull. It's a boxing one. It's about that Italian boxer in the 50s or 60s. His name is Jake LaMotta. He's got a famous fight with Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, man, it's a cool insight into Martin Scorsese's work and his life, and especially his art form, because he's one of the top directors at the moment. But man, just the way he makes his films, it's all about the truth. His experiences in these stories, and putting it on film, what really happens. Like, and sometimes it's hard. Like, you want to make your artwork, you want to show the people what it's like in the world, even though it's like hard. And some people might not like it. Some people might, think, oh, this movie's boring or whatever it is. But it's actually, if you look into the movie, it's actually true life. And for example, like the movie Goodfellas, like that's what it's like living in that world. You're not the boss or anything. You're just like the foot soldiers, but it's like what goes on in that world. So yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. It's called Mr. Scorsese. It's on Apple Plus. It's I think I'm on episode 5. I don't know how many episodes on it, but
okay, so it's a little mini series.
Yeah. They're about an hour each. If you're into film, this is a really good documentary series to watch. Sweet, man. Let's get into what we came here for. Tulsa King. I'm gonna do the spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the episode 7, season 3 of Tulsa King, stop this podcast right now. Go and watch it, and then you can come back and listen to us break it down. We're about to do the channel 135 episode recap.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
All right, episode 7, The Art of War, directed by Guy Ferland, written by Daniel C. Connolly. Dwight explains to Rossetti that the hit was meant for himself and offers to cut him in a reasonable take in exchange for Rossetti's help opening up new avenues of business in the Northeast. Dwight meets with AJ Sakurada, the Attorney General, where they discuss his loyalty to Dunmire, and Dwight requests a restoration of Joanne's liquor license. Dwight later discusses this with Margaret, who meets up with Anna, the wife, for lunch to gain insight into his personal life. They meet with Fisher and persuade him that he should ask Sakurada's support for his political campaign. Dennis, Tyson, and Spence plan to carry out a drug theft from a frat house, posing as police. Fisher and Sakurada meet at the bar, monitored by Dwight's team on CCTV. Sakurada initially refuses Fisher's invitation to endorse his political campaign, but accepts some complimentary gaming chips from the house. Dunmire meets Dwight outside and threatens him for having visited Sakurada. Inside, Sakurada is demonstrating a liking for gambling. Grace switches the dice to make sure he ends up in debt to the house and offers him a $100K line of credit, which he accepts and then loses. Fisher realizes that he was merely being played by Dwight and Margaret to entice Sakurada to the bread to bucks gambling operation. Dwight waives Sakurada's $100K debt in return for which Joanne's license is restored. Dunmire storms into Sakurada's office and assaults him, for which Dunmire is arrested. Dennis calls Dwight. Yeah. And that was your Channel 135 episode recap. Oos, man. Things are shaking up in this episode, man. We thought we couldn't get shaken up even more. A lot of new things happen. So how did you like this episode?
Yeah, I wasn't over the top, like, impressed, but I thought, like, because of the opening scene was pretty full on, man. Like, I thought, oh, this is mean. Like, I want to see more Ray and Dwight go at it. But obviously, now that they've settled, like, not have actually settled the business venture and the cutting of the liquor. And then again, we went into a little side story of Bigfoot and Dwight's relationship. But yeah, I wanted to see more of how they're gonna progress forward, like with Ray and that, because at the end of the day, but I think I mentioned on the last episode, if Dwight cuts Ray in as protection, well, he didn't actually need him, because he managed to bend the Attorney General just by getting Margaret to sort of, go and do the digging for him. But yeah, it was brilliant work on Dwight's part, though, just to get someone in debt and then get their favor. But even just getting the Attorney General on side, man, like, brilliant move, eh? It's like, obviously, he's tactical in the way he's getting his favors owed to him, And yeah, I think by getting a new governor in the city is probably much going to play itself out. I wanted it to be more like more of a war, like having Ray to go back for Dunmire, but now that Dunmire is inside, it's like, what's this going to spin out into, But yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed, but it's cool, like, seeing the crew and Tyson and that do their bit and like how to kick up and how to earn. Like, that was cool. They need to show more of Sly's daughter in some of the scenes, because now that she's she's conflicted, because she is meeting up with Cole, and that's probably what we're not seeing. But now that she's sort of compromised and in a position where she shouldn't be doing that, because that's who they're going to war with, But
yeah, I wonder if unknowingly Cole's relationship with Spence, that girl, like with his dramas he has with his dad, like his dad doesn't respect him at all. He tries his best to do what his dad says, and for some reason he fails. We'll get to that scene when he confronts his dad about it, but or his dad confronts him about it. But I wonder if this is his way to sort of rectify his failures. like, and he doesn't even know it yet. Like, Bean or Spence, this is way inside.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a way
true.
he could not fail anymore if something happens. But man, I'm confident that he's dumb enough to not know that. He's dumb enough
What I said,
to
Not
understand.
only that, he's
His way in.
he's too allowed to actually make use of the situation. Like, that's how,
Yeah.
you know, because he's a disappointment, man. It's embarrassing, eh? It's like his dad's like, you're embarrassing, man. Your mom dropped you on the head. They're like, fuck this.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a weird episode because it takes us away from the other dramas happening in the film. Like, we don't see any more of the FBI guy. We don't see any more of the bomb maker guy. So we don't. That's put on pause for something. And you're right. Like, when you said that he doesn't need Quiet Ray anymore. Like, he probably needed Quiet Ray before, but that was only because the FBI took Billy away. So no one knows what's happened to him. So because of that, reluctantly, Dwight has let Quiet Ray in. That's the whole reason for the meeting they had.
Yeah.
But now that, and you're right, now that Dwight has found a way to go on his own, like to get rid of Dunmine on his own, yeah, you're right. He doesn't need Ray to do that anymore. So now he's got to deal with Ray now, because Ray's in the picture with making this deal now. And I think because he's got some connections elsewhere, that they can take the liquor,
Yeah, well, when he asks, because when he asks Ray, your contacts, your contacts up in the north, you know, because I'm gonna need some help distributing. I think that's why he's put that percentage on hold. But even when he walked away and he goes, bro, he's gonna clip me. But I think if he hears what the distribution can be worth, that's gonna make Ray think again about trying to take the White out. Especially because Bill's MIA, because they can't really get off the ground unless the White and Joanne actually get it to sort of go forward. So if he, like, they've done that in many mafia movies, man. Like, you clip the guy who's supposed to be earning you the money, you're not gonna get anything if you clip him. So if you just let him start it and then see how much it's worth, then you'll be like, oh, you know, you won't be mad. You'll be like, yeah, just give me my money and I'll be happy.
Yeah, because they can't really take over the whole business, Not yet, anyway.
Nah.
If they have that chance, then they probably will.
I think because it's too known too. Like, if I don't think people would want to distribute beer or like the 50-year Montague if the White's not there, because it's already known to the distributors who it belongs to and whose is it. So it'd be dumb if Ray try to sell it knowing they're like, oh, that's obviously dirty liquor now. People don't want to, you know. They'd rather, like, that's why it was sort of a good thing when they had their opening and they've met all of the distributors and all the people who could market it for them. But I wish there's more of these sneaky guys, like the doing these long haul ones, like how they did back in the day. I wish there was like more story on that. Yeah, there must be some, like, for them to just collect money straight away like that. And I was like, fuck, that's probably better long term, because it's still, you know, because once it's out there and it's in the market and it's like, oh, how'd you get it? Or, you know, it just puts the value of the bottles even worth more. You know, it makes them worth, like, I don't know. People always want to buy into stuff that's limited. Because, yeah, you know, if you put a batch run on it and there was only one run of it, so it's obviously been stored for that long, it makes it worth, like, worth more.
That reminds me of that scene in the bar with Tyson and Dennis, when Dennis was sort of, he was teaching Tyson about supply and demand. Remember that scene? He's going, oh, that's where the market is. When you find the market, then you can do your scams. And which led to that doing those guys in their frat house over for those drugs and money. Yeah, man. Another thing I noticed about this episode, and this probably what happens in the series, is that the series is good at building up the climax at the end of an episode, and then the following episode it kills it. Because remember when Dunmire stole the 50, and then the next episode, like, oh yeah, we're ready for war, it's gonna be full on. Next minute it gets diffused because it was so easy to get the 50-year-old back. Last episode we see a failed hit on Dwight, and and Quiet Ray is in the crossfire. And remember what Quiet Ray said to Dwight? I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker! Like,
Yeah.
and Dwight
You
was
had
like,
me. You trying to have me whacked? Almost. So,
"That was meant for me.
yeah, that's funny,
You're
man.
dead. You're dead." And he ran. So like, oh yeah, it's all on. It's all on. But then that phone call at the beginning of this episode, and they're sort of like
Yeah.
straightening down. They like, so like they like sorted it out. But I like the language that they use, because when you're talking and like how they talk, it's like in code, because they know, they say stuff that they know what
Yeah.
it means, but it's not what if the FBI were listening in, they have to
Confused with the
yeah they're confused with what they're talking about. But yeah, man, I know that happens a lot in the series. And it's funny because I did not expect Dynamite to be in jail at the end of it. So he's out of the picture for at least the time being. So what does that do? Because he's out of the picture, every time someone goes out of the picture in the series, things go wrong. So Dwight, he had to go with the FBI and lose that whole day. And that's when Tyson goes and does his shit, and then he gets the 50 stolen. Billy, he gets pulled out of the picture. He's in that, he's locked up or wherever he is, and no one knows where he is. So that makes things happen. Like they have the meeting with Quiet Ray, and now Quiet Ray is in the picture. Everybody's paranoid. Now we see Dunmire. He's away. He's going to jail. That leaves his son Cole to sort of look over things. Is he gonna fuck things up? Is he gonna fuck things up or make things better? Or so every time. It's like a DMA. Every time someone gets put out of the picture, some shit happens.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't like after just seeing this episode, you can't sort of guess what's gonna happen from here. Like it's pretty much just it's like hit a dead end. It's like, okay, so what happens now? Because everything's all been ironed out.
The whole let's talk about some of these scenes. So you enjoyed the first scenes with Quiet Ray. That conversation they had on the phone, because then it sort of okay, this is where we're at. There's no mention of, we don't see Billy at all, so we don't know what's going to happen. We might see him next episode. But this episode was more concentrated on how Dwight will get over Dunmire. And if you look at the title of the episode, it's called Art of War. The book Art of War, the famous Sun Tzu book.
Yeah,
it's funny because when Dwight is telling Dunmire about the book, The Art of War, Dunmire doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't read the book. He doesn't know what that famous book.
Yeah. But no, I thought that conversation was gold, dude. Especially when he tells him to, he explains to him when about using the bridge. The bridge. If I give you the way out, use the bridge. And then when they deliver the book to him, and he's like, huh? And then he opens it up and he reads it. He's like, fuck. And then he realizes, like, bro, he's gonna come after the guys that you own, or on your payroll. But yeah, it's sort of cool how he's sort of like playing with his head. Like, obviously, Dumbo was like, just like, what the fuck is this kind of on about? Not realizing, it's like, bro, he's already winning. He's already winning.
Yeah, that's right. Because when Dunmire shows up to the bar with his men, man, that was he didn't know that
angry
his he didn't know that his the Attorney General was inside. Man, that Attorney General guy, he's a cartoon guy. He looks like he's the typical kind of nerd, like corporate dude, that can be easily manipulated. But
nah, it was a good move on their part to get Margaret to tap into the missus and invite her for lunch. Like, that was just like, it wasn't even like 5 minutes and she's already spilling her guts. Like, sorry.
but that's the thing. Like, you got a character like Margaret now that can do all these inside things now. So Dwight's actually got all the pieces around him now to make his campaign successful. Like, whatever he's trying to do. He's trying to be the kingpin of Tulsa. He's got Margaret, who knows, got all these connections. He's got Fisher in his pocket because he knows he's dodgy, and he's these political connections to help his businesses. Huh? So all that stuff is interesting. Eh?
But see, I don't know if I probably mentioned it in our third episode, but when they did come after, when the feds, Russo came after Dwight and he had him captive, he took him just to get him to do something for him. So now that they've got Bill, if you think about it as like overall, he doesn't actually have anything on Dwight, like illegal, because he's trying to be legit. So even though he hasn't settled things with Quiet Ray, and now that he's got the Attorney General in his pocket, and if the guy becomes governor, bro, he's legit. Like, he can't be arrested for anything because nothing's actually tied to him. It's just his associations with the businesses and stuff, and just how he's skimming off the top. But I mean, once Joanne gets the license and they start distributing, bro, he's gonna be pretty much on the bankroll, like, you know. But then he does have to cut that percentage with Quiet Ray. But whether it's 80% or not, that's the thing there. So I wonder if he actually cuts Bill out.
Yeah. Because
I think we're not going to know.
As far as Bill's concerned, he doesn't know about this Quiet Ray coming in. He doesn't know about it. The Quiet Ray is 80%.
Nah, well, that's it. It's 80%, yeah.
But I think if you make a deal with someone, you always get the percentage, right? He's made a deal with Bill. Bill's got his percentage. But all the percentage that comes to Dwight, that's what Ray deal. That's his deal with Ray. Eh? So it's separate. Oh,
yeah, it'd have to be separate. But I mean, if you look at how what's his face? If you look at how Dwight went about doing things, he hasn't actually leaned on Bill apart from the time they had to recover their alcohol, but because that's his investment as well. So outside of that, Dwight hasn't leaned on them for anything. They've just been going tit for toe for, like, even when the only thing was when Brody delivered the coupe, and then he had Dwight, you know, he had him come into the shop to get him his money. But apart from that, there's nothing. He doesn't owe him anything. Like, they're pretty much clean slate. So, I think it's cool that Dwight's going to be making clean money. Like, that's the dream, isn't it? Stay away from going back inside.
Yeah. That whole setup with the Attorney General at the casino, and even with Fisher, eh? Like, it's, you know, Fisher, he's still a dodgy dude, eh? He's a billionaire, so he doesn't really need to be in politics, but he is for some reason. But that's his opportunity for Dwight to use that connection. He's sitting down with his cocktail in the bar, and it's just funny how he's there because they told him, "I don't want to go to your bar. Why do you want?
Yeah.
Why would I even be seen in the bar?" And Margaret comes in and goes, "Well, you know, you're in politics now. You want to be with the people."
Yeah.
And then that's what he says to the Attorney General guy. Attorney General guy goes, "Oh, I didn't know you're into this kind of place." And he goes, "Well, you know, I'm the man for the people." I'm with my people, so they just got everything to go with, eh? And then because Margaret knows, and because his wife that she was talking to says he's got a gambling problem, that was the whole setup, eh? Oh yeah, we'll make him win. We'll make him win, and then we'll swap the dice, and then we'll make him lose.
What's even funny is that he knew, he asked him if he did the dice. Yeah, bro, you're stupid for taking the debt. Like, it's gonna wipe your day. Like, he should have known, man.
And then
he got him good.
They got him good, and then he gets attacked by Dunmire in the office.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Like, I know it's good that I'm glad that happened, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, now Dunmire's in jail, but see, even like, it shows how much power he has, man. Because even the corrections officers, when they're taking him inside, they were like apologizing to him. Like, surely, man. Like, what has he got over everyone? That's what I want to know. Like, he must have too much power. Like, you know, it's not like he's got a full-on army with him. It's like he's just got people in his pocket, man. So it makes you wonder, what has he done? Or like, what does he have over everyone? Like, that's the question.
Well, we know what he has over his son Cole. There's that scene when I think that they've got this place where they make the moonshine old school ways, eh? So Cole is there, and his dad comes to talk to him, ask him, son, why are you a failure? I mean, he really wants to know, eh? He really wants to know. He's probably like, I don't know, not upset, but can't figure out why I tell my son to go do something and it doesn't get done, or doesn't get done right. So, that's another scene between these two, father and son, where Cole was just getting ripped, every time, man. There's a scene like that every episode, eh?
Yeah.
So that must
man.
be built. If you think about Cole's thinking in his head, like, you know, when he talks to Spence in the car, like he's down on what his dad does, eh? To him. And doesn't he say to her, "Oh, you're my only happy part of my life," or something like that? So it's always
done. I think it was because he did that one good deed where that guy followed her out to the car, and then he was sticking up for her. Like he felt like that's the best thing he's done, and for Spence to be like, "I'm okay now," like for her to feel like that, and then obviously just have that. It is that attraction straight away. Yeah, I think you're predicting it right, bro. Like, is Cole gonna do the 360 on his dad and be like, "Nah, stuff you"?
Because if you think about it, would drive you to do that if you're the son, and you're always getting, But every episode, like I said, has that scene. So it's just building up, and it looks like it's getting worse and worse for Cole. And this is the ultimate. When your dad asks you, why are you a failure? Why are you trying to ruin our family? Did your mom drop you when you were a baby too many times? Like, I want to know, why are you like this? That is some words, eh? There's some words if your dad was telling you that. And Cole actually responded. He said, "I'm just trying to do what you say, Dad. Hey, I'm doing what you tell me to do." But then you see when he sat down with me, and Dharma goes, "Man, you think those big muscles are covering your? Those big muscles are covering your soul." Oh man! But the look on Cole's face, he's mad, eh?
Yeah, I mean, his dad Dharma must have grown up quite rough then for him to be as hard as he is on his son. But yeah, this sort of like, yeah, man. I think that's supposed to make you harder, eh? Like, make you strong, man. But obviously, Cole's got a chink in his armor, man. That's why he's like suffered. Like, that's why he's never executing, man.
Or maybe there was, because we know he's got a brother, and he was in the army, eh?
Yeah.
But he's not around. Maybe he died in the army. We don't know. But maybe there's that thing where the dad likes one son over the other. He's proud of the other one son that's in the army, and he's not proud of his younger son. I don't know. The other thing that happened in the episode was the standover of the frat house. So it was Tyson, Dennis, and Spence. Like, this storyline's funny, especially with Tyson. He wants to be a gangster, and he's always asking for advice, or he's learning. He's in this kind of crew. He's learning as good, and it's cool to see those times in the episodes. Like, you know, when he's talking with when Tyson is talking with Dwight in the car, and Dwight gives him advice about life and that, you know, and he's talking with Dennis when that scene, another episode when they're in the bingo, and Dennis was giving a lesson on the scam because Dennis, he just walked in and knew what was going on. Oh yeah, they're doing that scam. I know that scam. Yeah. And Tyson was like, "What?" And he was telling him, this is how it works. So the same thing happens. So they're in the bar, and Dennis is talking about how, you know, you find your market, and then you go with it, because it's like supply and demand. If people want alcohol, then you got to find a way to get them alcohol. If people want cocaine, you got to find a way to get cocaine to the people, right? So you got to find where the market is. And he tells Tyson about, man, back in the day we used to get these fake badges and go and do standovers, which gets Tyson excited, and he pulls Spence into it, because she's a college kid. She probably knows a few frat houses that deal drugs and that. So they go and do they go plan it. So, but man, another scene where you just want to punch Tyson, because man, when they were like planning the attack or planning the standover, they park outside the frat house. Vince comes in and said, "Okay, that's one of the frat houses that has drugs." And Tyson's quick to jump out of the car and go straight in there. And then it's going, nah, man, we've got to like plan it. We got to see what they got in there.
Yeah.
And then, nah, we can't. We gotta wait. I gotta get the badges. We gotta see what's inside. He tells Spence, and this is funny. Spence, you go back in. I want to know how many guys in there, where the money is, how to get to the basement, and if there's a dog in there. The last one's very important because he probably, I think with Dennis, he's been attacked by a dog before.
Yeah. But even his explanation, he's like, when you paint the room, you got to do the prep work, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he explained. He's like, yeah, man, you got to make sure, man, just in case. But yeah, man, but I mean, his explanation, like, if you do a standover on something illegal, they can't report it. So they went in and did that, right? And they cleaned up. It was just funny how when they got it there, they're like, Tyson, I didn't think it would be. So it's like, oh, are you a cop now? Like, that sort of stuff. It's like, yeah, see, like, he's known. See, now that they know it's Tyson, it's like, bro, I reckon they're gonna have a few visits down there, right? You know, easy cash for them, unless they start cutting percentages.
Yeah, or it goes the other way around for some reason. Yeah, that was a funny scene. And then the scene at the end when they got the drugs, they got the money, and they're trying to split the percentages.
Yeah,
but then the scene knows, give me 50% of the cash. You guys do whatever with the rest.
Yeah, but
don't kill me if I find out I'm dealing drugs.
Because it's like a long-term investment if you're trying to hold onto the drugs and trying to fuck it off. Like, that's a lot to worry about. Because you get the cash, you got half of it. Sweet.
Yeah,
it's been a bit of money though, because shit. But it's just funny how he was picking the stick into the ceiling, and then they're like, "Is this all?" And like, yeah. Then he carried on, and then they're like, "Man." Straight out. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So what else happened? Joanne's got her license back. They can do the distribution legally now. Oh. So that's the whole deal. Damaya's in jail. Fisher, he's a bit annoyed. He was used. But like the way it said, like, you know what? He's in your pocket now, so it's good for your campaign. Don't worry about it, man. Yeah, man.
It was surprising that they shook hands, Like, I thought it was like, because he was like, let's make this deal now. Shook my hand, like, move past it. Because it is looking good that he could be the next governor, man. Especially the Attorney General, because he was against it, He was like, nah, he's already got him in his pocket. Like, why are you going after this dude? It's a done deal, man. You know, they've obviously got stuff on him. So, it's looking good, The future's looking bright for Dwight. Yeah, it's like, fuck, it's looking good, man. Like, it's making him legit, which is, I think that's what he wanted, from the get-go.
So 3 more episodes to go. Man, something has to give, Something has to give. Must be something we're going to get that's extra. That's going to be a problem for Dwight. Because, yeah, you're right. Like you said, things are looking up for Dwight now. So something has to either fail or go wrong. Or, yeah, I don't know what it is. But, man, there's a lot of things in the background that could strike that could come to be a big problem, Like, I don't know if when they release Billy, what he's going to do, if he's going to cause some trouble. Or if Cole's going to cause some trouble because his dad's in jail. How long is his dad going to be in jail for?
You know what I'm reckoning? I know it's far-fetched. But I'm thinking, I wonder if the clocksman has done business with Dynamite before and whether they have a connection. It's far-fetched, but I mean, what if, you know? Because Dynamite's got so much power and he has so much over people, it makes you wonder whether the clocksman's actually got, ties to Dynamite and whether Dynamite is going to ask for a bomb to be set up at the distillery. And then Rousseau will find out about it and tip Dwight off as a sort of like a loyalty thing because he's done something for him. Yeah,
that's an interesting take. I think I think a bomb will be one of the things that will happen in the last episode.
Yeah.
Or the second to last episode. Has to be it. This guy's
Yeah.
a bomb maker.
I mean, it could be at the Kayard, it could be at the Buck, it could be at the distillery, it could be at the marijuana shop, it could be at like any of the White's businesses, because he's taken a hit before. Like even like their grand opening was a flop because Dynamite came with the Attorney General and all the marshals, and then they break it up, set them back a bit. But now that Joanne's got her license, it's like, okay, something has to give, like you said, you know. So what is it? What of it? Like, you know, do they find Tina and the twins? Like, you know, it has to be something off the season or something that we missed. But yeah, it'd be something left field so it can go into next season. Otherwise,
like
they'll just
that.
clean it up, and then
Nah, I like that take. It's interesting because season 3 has shown us now that Dwight is a little bit bigger than he was season 1 and season 2, because season 3 is all about his political. He's big enough to touch hands, to shake hands with the political scene now, eh? So I think. So, because we never saw that in the previous season, so it gets more complicated now. How the way things are going with Dwight and his crew and his business. Yeah, I think we're gonna see the build of his political connections here. And next season, I don't know what we'll see, but it'll be like if you're in his position now, in Dwight's position, where you have these political connections, he's probably going to replace what Dynamite is now. Hey, if Dynamite gets out of the picture by the end of the season.
yeah, true that. It also paints the picture that now that he will have a governor, I mean, all the key people like the marshals and the local police would then be associated to the new governor. Dwight will have them in his pocket. If Ray needs stuff, it would and is trying to do it legit, it will be through Dwight, and because of his political hand, his reach to those people. So maybe something different, like different apart from like doing the illegal stuff, you know. Because I think when you've got people in your pocket like that, like if they're like, you know, if they can more or less manipulate people being sentenced or getting people out on deals without it coming back on them, I think that's a lot bigger, eh? Especially with the alcohol, and the marijuana.
Yeah.
Like fuck, that's two of the like fuck. Who knows? Like, yeah, I just want to see how much power Dama has behind bars, man. Because fuck, surely there's something that can, you know, it's gonna make this last 3 interesting.
Yeah, nice. Okay, we are here on the segment where we talk about who won the episode and who was Gaia on the episode. I'll get your first thoughts, man. Who won the episode for you, man?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, eh? But just over what we've discussed, I'd say Dennis won it for me, because Dwight's legit. He's legit. Like, pretty much that's what he's been trying to do ever since he got Tina back into his life. Because remember, she put her house up for him to come out, and so he can't be tied to anything illegal. He made that promise to her, and like he's sticking by it. Funnily enough, even to the point that he's saying no to a big boss and their family, and that takes a lot to say no. Now he's got a mark on his head, like if he has to go, he'll go, but he's still legit, right? Where he's gonna want his money. So Dennis, because fuck, he's still keeping it gangster, man. He's showing the guys like this is how you can do racketeering when you're doing bingo. This is how you do shit if you wanna do something for yourself. And he obviously took Tyson and what's her face into the frat house and showed them how it was done. And like, she pretty much got a cut from just doing something small. But like, that's how you do it, you know. And Dwight hasn't been doing any of that. He's been doing it like the legit way by getting the guys in the pocket and getting other people to do the work for him. Whereas Dennis is showing them how they do it old school. Like, I think, yeah, to me, he won the episode just by, yeah, just as willing to show the young guys how it's done. Even when they
Nice.
told him, kick your money up, hey, and they see what happens, and then all the alcohol went missing. Like, yeah, Dennis won that episode for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think he won the episode too. Yeah, just because he's doing what he's doing, he's like a good mentor. He's actually a good mentor for Tyson. I know Dwight is too, but in a different kind of way. I think when it comes to Dennis, he's more street level. He gives that advice. He knows the ins and outs and stuff, which also makes him a dangerous character too. Because I think he's a gangster. He's a true gangster, and that means he's a businessman first and foremost. And the only reason why he's with Dwight is because it makes better business for him. You know, when I say he's a true gangster, I mean when it becomes if it benefits him to betray someone, he would do it. He would do it. And I think, and it's interesting because Dwight knows this, because when that all came last episode, when Dwight didn't tell Dennis the truth about what happened what happened in the meeting with Billy when Billy got missing. So he's careful too. So yeah, I think when it comes to being that person, like you're a businessman first and foremost. Nice. And your Kaya of the episode?
Oh, where's the Tyson there? First sequel of him and Cobra. Like, Tyson, fuck, man. This guy's got no brains, bro. Like, the fact that, like, bro, he could have gone in there and, like, it could have went wrong. And I'm going to say why he's the guy I get it, because when he went in there, and it's like he froze. Like, he wasn't being, like, a hard thug life. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't look at me. Like, he was saying it, like, in a real nice tone. You know? It's like, hey, you gotta keep that energy, like, share the energy that you show in the car about going in there. And when he gets in there, it's like, fuck, he's real polite. I'm like, sorry. Yeah, he'd be the guy kind of the episode, man.
Yeah, I'll probably give it to Danmai for this one. Only because, man, how could you not read The Art of War? How could you not read The Art of War? How could you not know what it's about? How could you let yourself, if you're this big time Dixie Mafia and you let Dwight like go behind your back? Dwight even told him, "Hey, I built a bridge for you. Use it," and you didn't use it because you didn't know what he's talking about. And you thought you had it, but you don't, because Dwight took your attorney general and took your political connections and made you attack the attorney general. So that's why you're in jail for assault. Then, man, you are the guy of the episode.
Fair enough, bro. Hard out, eh? Yeah, that's a good one.
Who did you have again? Oh, you're Tyson there. Yeah,
Tyson.
Yeah, he's a classic. He'd be up for nomination every week.
You gotta get a Grammy for the guy.
Sweet, man. I think that's us. That's us for another episode of Tulsa King, episode 7. We'll be back next week to talk about episode 8. And yeah, man, it's good to have you on the episode, Us, and talk about your favorite show of, other than your second favorite show. What was your first favorite show? It's SHORTLAND STREET. Your second favorite show. But no, man. But thanks, Us, for jumping on. We'll be back next week.
No worries, bro.
To give you more Tulsa King opinions and insights and reactions. All right, have a good week, bro. See you on Empty Out the Clip.
Sick Usos.